Hey YouTube, it's Kevin. I'm here in Dallas enjoying a lovely winter evening. Hopefully you're enjoying yourself and at peace wherever and whenever you may be. You know, last time we talked about a passage in the book of Matthew, specifically Matthew 5:44 through 45. And we touched on the subject of praying for one's enemies. Now last time, the word enemies, if you remember this passage, was operationally defined as someone who curses you, someone who hates you, despitefully uses you, and or persecutes you. So again, this denotes somebody who knows you in some way, who has contact with you on a fairly regular basis, and who has hurt you in one of those ways. So I found a passage here in Matthew 19 that is directly related to it. We're going to read through that, and then I'm going to give you some advice on a little experiment to try. But first, let's look at Matthew 19, 21 through 22. And once again, this is the King James Version. Then came Peter to him and said, Lord, how oft shall my brother sin against me, and I forgive him? Till 7 times? Jesus saith unto him, I say not unto thee until 7 times, but until 70 times 7. So here Jesus is saying to Peter, don't put a number, a small number, or a constraint on the amount of times that you would forgive your brother for hurting you. Instead, keep forgiving him. And this really speaks to something that's very, very true. And if you think back to the times in your life when someone has really hurt you, I think you'll recognize that to be true as well. If you think back to a point in time where someone hurt you, and that hurt ran so deep, it cut so deep into your heart that it kept coming back over time. And you could have forgiven that person at some point, but later on, that anger or resentment or bitterness would pop back up again. What Christ is saying here is that each time that hurt or pain comes back, you forgive that person again. So I want you to try a little experiment. We all have people in our lives that have hurt us in some form or fashion, and that adhere to the definition of enemy as provided in Matthew 5 that we just reviewed. So try this experiment. Whenever that pain or that hurt comes back and pops back up into your life concerning those people who hurt you, as soon as you recognize that pain, forgive that person immediately. And then, immediately after, ask God to place a blessing upon that person who hurt you. Do this every time for every person when that pain and hurt pops up. Try that out for me. It's a cool little experiment, and I'll explain why we're doing this experiment next time. But until then, give it a shot. Whenever the pain comes, immediately, as soon as you recognize it, forgive the person who caused it, and then ask God to send a blessing into that person's life. It may be something you've done before, it may be something brand new, but it's a cool experiment, and I want you to try it out and let me know how it goes. As we look into this beautiful fire on this winter night, I have a quick question for you on the way out, too. Is there something in your life that you're on fire for? In your soul, deep in your soul, is there something in your life that you care about so much that you would say you're on fire for? Something to think about while you try the experiment. I hope you're having a great time wherever and whenever you're at. Once again, this is Kevin. I'll talk to you later.